Today we're going to be talking about how Joe was able to go from selling sneakers at his house to now having his own warehouse. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys did not know by now, my name is DJ and this is the DNA Show. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, smash the like button because that helps the algorithm oh so much. And today we got to talk about this dough. I'm excited to hear your story, bro. So talk to me about where it all first started.
All right, so Supreme, when I first found out about it, I saw these box logo hoodies hidden for like $700-800, seeing all these crazy resale prices. So of course that caught my eye, you know? Right. The hoodie couldn't be that expensive. There had to be some sort of profit there. So found out about that. Didn't quite flip those $600-700 box logos, but I did make some good side money. Flipping $50-60 t-shirts, you know, something. When I was 16 at the time, that was big for me.
So right, you sophomore year.
First step, yep, sophomore year, got some money coming in. Each week on the Supreme drops, I just keep taking the money I made the week before, putting into the new drop. I would make sure to sell it on eBay a day right after the drop camp, and like literally 15 minutes after I had to have my listing up.
So you was on it.
So it was sold by first period, you know. Gone.
And then you get to maybe like a year or so into it and you see more sneaker world and you're understanding that a little bit, kind of dabbling in it. How did that kind of transition?
I went from just going for the Supreme drops every Thursday because that's the only time they release their product. Doing that, and then the off season I would flip the used stuff, like the used box logo hoodies, make a little bit of money on the side.
Gotcha.
And from there I started flipping some more hype shoes, I guess. I did some trades with Supreme stuff. I was like, okay, might as well, you know. This off-white shoe has some money in it, like the Supreme shirt does. So figuring out what has money to it. From there, a few people had wanted to sell stuff to me and found out a couple platforms that was really easy to do. And I was like, okay, I'll give this a shot.
Gotcha.
And from there, yeah, 1 turned to 10, 10 turned to 100, and you know how it is after that.
Right. When you first started getting those kicks, like you're saying, 110, 10 to 100, all those things, where was it at? Or like, this is my goal, or I need to get to this point to be able to get that first purchase of, you know, 50 pairs of shoes out? Because I remember, I bought 87 pairs of shoes for my first bulk deal, and I'll never forget that day.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this was the one. And it was like a lot of terrible stuff, and then, but there was some good stuff in there too.
Of course.
But for me, I was just so happy about that day. So how was it, like, how did you do that to get to that point?
So my goal has never really been to like beat someone else or like hit a certain number, but it was really just to like sell more shoes than I did the month before. Right. It's as simple as that, you know. As long as I'm beating my last month and I'm seeing some sort of progress, like that's a good sign. So my goal has always been that, and yeah, just keep pushing from there.
So you're selling sneakers for a year or 2 years, and then you ran into the concept of bots and different things like that. So typically a lot of people would have people go out, camp for them, hit up a bunch of homies, try to get the plug, bringing in all these different pairs of shoes to be able to pick up 20 pairs of shoes on a release or something like that. And then it became this new wave, this new era, because when I first started, you know, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it wasn't that option. That was never an option. It wasn't online sales. It was a lot of camping out, and that just wasn't a thing. Yeah. So when you ran into that, what were you scared about it? Were you like didn't know who to talk to about it? How did you kind of find where to go?
When I first got into bots, I joined something called a cook group. Which is like a group. It's a paid Discord. I was paying someone $20 a month to just like kind of talk about like bots and like familiarize myself with like online buying shoes for retail, that kind of stuff. First got into that, and I was just doing Supreme still at the time as well. So it's kind of in that 1 to 2 year frame. I was doing Supreme stuff every Thursday, botting that site, getting a few items more than I was able to like buy myself just on the website. So saw that, and then of course Supreme only has the 3 months of selling the product, so after that I got to figure out something to do. Right. So naturally shoes shifted with that, and then I started botting shoes, and then as I got more money from selling the shoes, I would keep dumping all my money in to get more and more pairs each time.
Right. So
investing the profits.
And then you have your own kind of group coming now and everything like that. Talk about that for a quick sec.
Yeah, so I run a group called West Notify. Which is a group kind of like the one when I first joined, where we teach you how to use the bots, but this is a more evolved cook group. So it's not anything like when I first joined it 2-3 years ago. They've gotten a lot better, as has mine. And we sit down and teach you one-on-one go onto your computer, show you exactly how to set up the bot for success, so you can hopefully have luck at hitting all these pairs like we do.
Got you. So definitely, if somebody was interested in that, they could get in touch with you, which we'll have a link down below, different things like that.
Yep.
To try to take that next step into getting into botting and growing,
of course,
and doing those type of things. So when it comes to scaling your group of people that you're teaching and then scaling your bots to purchase more, is it having the amount of money to just purchase more, or is it the advanced bot that you're using, or what is it when it comes to that? And then do you have like, we only use 100 people, we're only gonna have 100 people in our team, or how is it gonna grow?
With bots, yes, a big part of it is capital and the money you have.
Okay.
It's also definitely be able to use the software to the most advantage. But the way like I sell shoes, I'm more risky, so I'm totally willing to dump literally all of my money into the shoe because I have enough trust that shoe's gonna flip and it's gonna make me $1 or
Makes
something.
sense.
I'm not gonna go home with an L. So I've got that confidence, one, in the shoe, and then also have like the right bots and the right software because I'm constantly around similar people that do this. So we share ideas, we share what bots are working, and then those people even run their bots on my credit card, so they'll help me get the pairs like that. It's a big team, a big family, and that's kind of what the group is all about.
Makes sense, makes sense. You have the confidence now, right? But when you first got into that first bot deal, when you first did those first couple transactions or releases, what was your mindset? How did you actually feel? Because I know there's a lot of people that are very interested, that want to take that first step, but they just don't even know what to feel because they've never felt that feeling of like, is this a scam? What's gonna go on? Like, am I gonna get my shoe? Like, So what were you thinking in that moment before that first purchase came through, and then after that satisfaction?
Bots kind of have like a negative stigma to them, as it's kind of like a touchy, touche subject.
Right.
Of like, is it like illegal, or like what's wrong with it? And really, it's like, it's gotten to the point where like only bots can like eat on certain websites. Like there's just no way like a regular person like us could go on our computer and try to buy it because the bots have taken over. So
So it's almost like maybe people should just start playing that same game and getting bots as well. Like,
yeah, because it's like, it's kind of, if you don't join them, you're not going to be
right.
Like,
and it's almost like that new evolution where it could potentially
step
be
on
that
the
way.
Train, right?
Right. And that's like, for me, I'm like in that point where it's like, I'm not against it, I'm not for it, I don't know. I'm just like,
it's kind of a mystery.
I just like shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a sneaker collector. Like, so I've always been a collector first. And then, obviously I hustled to build my collection, to build my net worth, all those things. But it was essentially for my collection. So I'm still in between. I don't know how I feel about it. I can't say it's right. I can't say it's wrong. All I know is if you're getting your dough and you're hustling and you're doing it right, you're doing your thing. Like, I can't be mad at it. I can't knock the hustle at all.
Yep.
So it's been a tough time right now. There's been a lot of stuff going on. People have been getting their packages extremely late. You got issues with like a shoe comes out, it goes to StockX, but then it's like, I didn't get my package for 2 weeks. Were you able to still create success during this crazy time, these past 3-4 months right now? What were you able to do to still create that success?
Fortunately, like, shoes are one of like the one business that like really have like thrived more than anything like through COVID. So a lot of people have, because we were in quarantine for a long time, so a lot of people have just disposable income.
And then checks.
And where's that money going to?
Right.
Unemployment checks, all that kind of stuff is flowing through. People aren't used to having this kind of money, so it's going right to shoes. And thankfully for us, like, we've stayed afloat and done better than ever, really.
So is there
for
like
a short bit of time, like the stores are all closed, so everything was releasing online. So it was even that much easier to buy it because like all the stock is online, so it's all for us even more. So.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So what is your plan for attack when hopefully everything gets back to normal? Do you think that there will be a slow or maybe a minor decline and then finding a new way to get money again? Or is things just going to stay like this for a long time? Because a lot of people are saying there's just too much money in the market right now. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's only going to last for a certain amount of time. The documentary made all these Jordans go up in value, all these different factors. What do you think about that? Because I've been thinking a lot about 2021, 2022. What's going to happen?
My whole look on like the whole sneaker bubble thing is it's like of course, more people are getting it and more people are selling shoes, but like more people are also buying shoes too. So it's just, as long as they both kind of stay on the same upwards path, like we should be fine.
Yeah.
Everything's still gonna be money in shoes and people are still interested in them. As far as I see, I don't see it going away anytime soon.
Gotcha. Okay, so you've done all this stuff building this business and this brand and everything around it. Like I said, I'm a collector first, and you're kind of more mindset around the sneakers and the values and flipping and hustling and everything. So when it comes to your actual sneaker collection, where are you at? I noticed that a lot of people that have warehouses, different stuff, they're like, all I need is 20 bangers or 30 pairs or whatever.
Yeah.
They kind of just cap it and then stay there.
Yeah, so I guess you could say that to me too. I mean, I got like 20, 30 pairs of shoes, like, which is still definitely like a lot more than the regular person has.
Right.
But I don't have like every single shoe by any means. I mean, like, these are like my dailies, runners like that. I got a few cool Jordan 1s, some like Tom Sachs, Prestos, that kind of stuff.
Okay, so you're doing a lot of like new release stuff. When it comes to the buyouts for sneaker collections and like older stuff and everything like that,
Yeah.
is that something you plan on branching more into, or is it just mainly focused on a lot of the newer, hotter stuff?
We just trying to tackle everything. So I'm trying to get as many new releases as I can. I'm trying to buy out as many of this. I'm trying to just put my feet into everything. Like whatever we can hustle, like we're gonna be there.
So you'd rather put something on consignment than take it in and do consignment through your own business?
Yeah. So down the road, who knows where we are, and maybe we'll take in consignment. But for now, like, unless you've got like a really special sample shoe or something, doesn't really make sense for us to consign right now.
I get that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a couple questions too. What is like the craziest hit that you done had like with the bots where you done got a bunch of pairs and you're like, how did I do this? This really worked.
Yeah, so before Kobe passed, RIP Kobe, I got like just over 200 pairs of the undefeated Kobe's.
Oh yeah.
Which now they're hidden, but at the time, like right after the release, they were still doing decent numbers.
Yep.
And like that was really impressive. That was all my own stuff, one bot,
That's
did it all shipped.
Which colorway did you get?
I got all 4 colorways.
Oh,
so
really?
I got the pack, and I still have the basketball hoops back there.
That's fire. That's fire.
Yeah.
And then what was the one that you just like, literally, just got so many pairs? You're like, bro, I've never bought this many pairs of shoes off of bot before.
A month or two ago, we had like 1900 pairs of the Concord 11 lows. The bread lows. Yeah,
Okay.
those we just, I don't know, they just made them a big GR, but they still sold, so
You're like,
had no problem. Moved them all to one person.
almost
dumped them on
2,000 pairs of shoes
them. Yep,
just off of one release.
one drop.
That's crazy. And then you talk about selling to other people. So you're more in selling in the bulk. I say like if you post something on IG, you're like 10 minimum, 100 minimum, whatever it may be.
Always.
It's always that.
So just makes it easier on us because I mean, as you can see, like we got a lot of shoes in here. We can't afford to sell one by one every
It's just a
individual
lot.
client. So for us, like it's always been about like as many pairs as we can sell. So my Instagram tends to cater to just like people who are looking for bulk shoes and like looking to make $1 on my deal.
Gotcha. So if somebody wants to do the same exact thing as you and go out here and cop a bunch of pairs of shoes, do all these same things and learn from you, how much is it going to cost for them to join you, come underneath your wing and learn everything you know and flourish too?
So for the group, we start at $50 a month.
Okay.
And that's our West Notify group that teaches you all the bot stuff, one-on-one with the people who some people hit more pairs than me in our group. So you're getting taught by literally the best people in the community. So
Gotcha.
There's no other spot to learn.
So it's like a
this.
monthly subscription.
Yeah.
You pay $50.
Yep,
and
we
you get
teach
into
you
the
everything,
Discord.
give you free giveaways each month, all
Dope.
sorts of stuff in there. Tons of stuff. Check out the Instagram. It's got everything you need now.
Definitely. Okay. So we'll make sure we have that link down below if you're interested in that. Honestly, that's low-key a pretty good deal. Like $50 a month.
Not bad.
Level
If
to
you're
entry,
investing
like
yourself. You're investing yourself.
That's really good, actually.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like one flip and you're good. Like you already made your money back. So I think that's gonna do it. Thank you for having us. If you guys haven't seen the first video, make sure you go check that one out. If you like this one, don't forget to hit the like button. And again, check out all the links down below in the description to get any information or any notification or whatever it is that you may need coming from this side over here. Because I'm telling you right now, They up to something real good. Can't tell you where the spot is at, but I can tell you we might be back. We might have to do something up in here again. There's so many shoes coming up in here, in and out, each and every day, every other week, whatever you want to call it. So much stuff. So we got something for you. Thanks for having us. You got any final words?
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
All right, my name is DJ. I'm signing out. I got to go. I'm gone.
Peace.
There we go.
I didn't do the sign, but.